Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to RobMotive. Today, we're going to be putting some rain guards on the new Toyota Tacoma. These come from AVS. They are in-channel rain guards. Now, I've had others. I've had WeatherTech before. They have little brackets you have to stick in. Honestly, I didn't care for those. The best that I've had so far were just the kind that have adhesive tape on them that stick to the rubber weather seal around the window. And of course, I'm talking about this stuff on the inside. They just stick against that. That's it. You put the window up after you install them, leave it sit for a couple days or something, and they fit perfectly. At least they have for me in the past. So I've gone back to these. We're going to see if there's any differences. If I just got lucky the first time, who knows? Now, as far as what you need to do this, you need a couple of hands, a truck, and then some soapy solution or some kind of window cleaner just to clean the window. No reason to put them over dirt, right? And then some rubbing alcohol to clean that weather stripping off so that you get good adhesion to the tape that's on there. And one more thing, kind of optional, depending on what the temperature is where you are. Where I am, it is 82 degrees today and rainy. But anyway, if it's really cold or cooler outside, you might want a hairdryer just to kind of heat that adhesive up a little bit before you stick them on. I may do that anyway myself just to make sure, again, I get the best chance for adhesion. So I've already kind of cut these, and one complaint I've heard about AVS is damage from shipping to the product itself. It just ships in a box like that. Seem to come out pretty good. I don't notice anything wrong with them, so I'm going to go ahead and get them unpackaged, and then we're going to get the windows cleaned, that weather stripping, and we'll put them in. All right, got them all unpackaged, and I'm happy to say there appears to be no damage. Second time I've had them, no problems. Now, as far as what it comes with instructions, which you can see here. It's really pretty simple, and we're going to run through the install anyway, so you don't need those. It comes with some alcohol pads and also a little Scotch-Brite pad to scuff up the inside of the rubber gasket we're going to adhere these to. You want a little bit of roughness in there for adhesion purposes. So what I'm going to do first, we're going to go ahead and just wipe them off real quick with a damp cloth. Then I'm going to go ahead and scuff them up with this. And then I'll put some rubbing alcohol just to clean off any scrapings that come off with the Scotch-Brite pad. And then we're going to be ready to stick them in. Okay, as far as what they're going to stick to, you want your window down, obviously. And then we have this trim piece on the inside here. That's what they're going to adhere to. That's what we want to clean off. So, as I mentioned, I'm just going to wet a cloth a little bit. Just in the beginning, just to kind of run it across in there. Like so. I think I showed you the wrong one. It's actually going to go against this one. So that's the other important thing. Ooh, there is some, I don't know what in there, but that's why you clean it off, right? And I'm going to go ahead and do the front and the back at the same time. So, well, not literally, but you get it, right? So go ahead and wipe those off. Get the back here too. And there is a bit of grime, as you could see, so obviously they wouldn't adhere very well if you're trying to put them in against dirt. And there was something else on them too. I don't know, there's some more. So obviously it makes sense to clean them. I'm going to finish up, then we'll go on to the next step. Now you want to grab the Scotch-Brite pad and just kind of run it across in there in that channel. Again, you're just trying to scratch them up a little bit up inside. And don't worry, if you ever took these out, if there's any visible scratches, you're never going to see them. They're behind the gasket itself, so you won't have any issues with that. And this is the key to a good install, by the way. You want to make sure you take time to do these steps, because this will determine whether they work or not. And I hear a lot of people complain about different installs and things, and I always think, well, did you follow the directions? Did you do, what you're supposed to do? Yeah, I'm a pretty big stickler for this. You got to do what you're supposed to do. Otherwise, it's kind of your fault, right? If it doesn't work. I mean, you know, you got to do what the manufacturer tells you to do, or it's on you. All right, they provide these little alcohol pads. I don't know, it just doesn't seem like enough to me, but we're going to use what they gave us. And these are single ply, nothing much to them pads. So the good thing about it is you can get inside there. Still got some dirt coming off. I don't really like that, but that might be because I just sanded them, right? So I guess that shouldn't be a big surprise. But you get the idea. So we're going to continue with the cleaning, and then the next step is to go ahead and put them in. Okay, now it's time to put them on. They tell you to remove the tape from both sides and then to pull back about 2 inches. I think I'm more like 3. And then you pull the tape off once you have it up in the channel, right? Now, you might have to bend it a little bit to get it in there. We're going to see. Make sure you have the edges of the tape exposed so that you can get to them, obviously. You can't pull it off if you can't reach it, right? So you want it like that, and then you want to stick it up in the channel. About like so, I think, if I remember. And then we're going to pull this tape off, and then you want to pull it towards you. So you kind of want to twist it like this. That's obviously to push the edges against the seal. So let's go ahead and see if we can't remove this tape. Well, that was pretty easy. That worries me a little when things go too simply. So we've got it up in there. Now I just want to kind of twist it a little bit, right? And pull it towards me. So hopefully the backside is being stuck to the deflector itself. Pretty good fit. I mean, I don't have any issue with the fit. Now, once you have that done, you want to turn the truck on and roll the window up. Now, you're going to want to leave these on with the windows up for 72 hours. That's 3 days to me. That's so that it pushes against the guard and gives it, again, good adhesion against the rubber gasket or rubber weather stripping. So I'm just going to kind of pull on this a little bit, and then I'm going to go ahead and start the truck and pull the window up, or put the window up. Okay, truck's running, as you can hear. Now, I'm going to make sure they're sticking. I can actually see the inside corners in here. So, let's make sure it's sticking well in there. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the window up, as the directions say, to hold it in place. Here we go. Wipe the dirt off the top of the window first, I guess. Another little tip for you before you get started. Okay, that takes care of it. The window's up. We're going to leave it obviously in place so that it adheres the way it's supposed to. That's the idea. Now, we're going to go ahead and do the front. I did start with the back because honestly, the back I think is a little bit easier. You kind of have to bend the front one. You'll see here in a second. On the front, same procedure as the other side. And if you pull these out far enough, they'll actually curl underneath to hold while you put them in. I like that. This one, as I said, you have to bend a little bit. You want to start with the edges. We're going to start up by the driver's side, I guess. And go ahead and get that one going. And then we'll kind of bend this one in a little bit gently. You're not trying to break it off or anything crazy. Go ahead and slip it up in the channel a little, and then we're going to want to pull the tape. Obviously, right? Can't stick if it has tape over it, right? So pull the tape off and then just jam it up in there. It's not really jamming much. I mean, they fit really well. And then you want to kind of pull them towards you like we did before so that we get it in the channel up against the outside edge, of course, of the window. Pretty nice. Nice fit. I really like these, I'll tell you. So you get the idea, same way as the other side. And then we'll put the window up to hold them in place for 72 hours so that they get good adhesion. Okay, got them all done. Either I'm getting better at this or these are just so much better than the other ones. Because really, you could do this whole thing in probably about 15 minutes. Maybe 10 if you're really quick. But they went on really, really easily. This is what it looks like. And one of the reasons I prefer these two, I guess, is because they're a more low profile look. They're smoked, of course, low profile, easy to put on. Cost-wise, I forget. There will be a link down below if you want to check out price and availability and all that. I think they're under $100, under 80 bucks, I think, but check me out. Anyway, that's what they look like. Couple of things I prefer and I was looking for in doing these. When I put the other ones on, they were so tight in here, or maybe put a lot of pressure on the seal itself, that it actually bowed out right here in the corner. It kind of stuck out. That drove me nuts for a long time. If you watch any of my videos, then you know I had mentioned that back in the day several times about the bowing that I had in the corners. Nothing like that with these. Check it out. All still nice and tight. No issues like it's really stressing out the molding. Full disclosure, let's check the other side just so you know I'm not telling you a tale. If you look over here, you can see it's all nice and tight. Nothing's bowing out. Same thing here and same thing back here. I love these. They are my preferred window shades or rain guards, whatever you want to call them, side visors. People call them many different things. Anyway, that's the install. That's it. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Have you installed the AVS versus others? And what's your opinion of them? I'd be curious to know. Also, real quick, I do have 2 additional channels. Mod Driven, all about the Honda Civic, and RobMotive JT, all about the Jeep Gladiator. Check them out, and if you're interested, why not subscribe? And while you're at it, smash the subscribe button here too. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye.